Kashima? We're going to be at your house soon.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Don't go out of your way to say something like that I already know.
Whatever.
Are you sure you should be talking to me like that? Aren't you an adult already?
My apologies. I'll be more careful in the future.
Okay, good. Hey, Mr. Ayato, can you stop at that convenience store there?
What is it? You need to use a toilet?
Huh? You're terrible. Don't you know how to be more polite? People are not in elementary school. Why don't you start back over from first grade?
That's a mean way to put it. Anyway, why do you want to stop?
I thought they might have the cake there that's going to be sold starting today, and I was really looking forward to it.
Are you sure you're allowed to eat things like that? You're going to lose your figure, even though you're a model.
Shut up.
Well, looking after your physical health is part of my job, so...
Whatever, just stop there. If you don't stop there, I'm not going to go to my job.
Well, you can't do that. You know, a job doesn't mean that you can take personal matters into...
Ugh, you're so annoying. Shut up. I don't need a lecture from you.
It's not like I want to lecture you.
Well, then just don't lecture me.
But that's not how this works either.
I'll increase my training at the gym.
Huh?
My stretching and my working out tonight. I'll increase it, so let me off with that.
Is that how badly you want to eat it? It's just a little cake at the convenience store.
If I don't eat it, then I can't get involved in the conversations with everybody else.
Oh, I get it. After school, because she usually has work, she doesn't really have time to hang out with any friends. So I guess this is a communication tool for her with the limited friends that she has. When I heard that, there was no way that I could really say no. Well then, you definitely better do it.
Yeah, I promise.
Well then, I'll stop by for you. All that being said, I never could have imagined that I would be playing the role of a model's manager. You truly never know what can happen in life. The company's collapsed. Once things started going bad, they fell apart instantly. The people higher up protected what they could of their own assets, and those at the bottom, like me, collapsed along with the company. However, life must go on. Well, that's what happened. There's nobody that could win against this terrible situation. Bring it on. I had to make it into a joke somehow, otherwise I couldn't deal with it. I participated in a school reunion for the first time in a while, and I was complaining about it. Alright, brag about your unhappiness. Yazawa, do you want me to hire you at our company? Even though the working conditions are terrible. Phew, I'm gonna take a little break.
Here, you can drink this.
What is it, whiskey?
It's just oolong tea.
I want alcohol.
Huh? Beggars can't be choosers.
The person that came to sit by me was my former classmate named Saudi Oda.
So, what were you talking about earlier? Was that real?
What do you mean?
That your company collapsed?
What, are you doubting me?
No, that's not what I meant, but...
Well then, what is it?
What I'm trying to ask is, are you looking for a job right now?
I guess so. But I want to be more careful about what I find next.
Interesting. Do you have any ideas?
Nope.
Are you going to get a part-time job while you look for one?
Yeah, I am. What are you trying to get at? You're kind of scaring me.
Hey, why don't you work at my place?
Work?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good rate for a part-time job. Let's see here. For one day, I think you would make at least this much.
That much?
Yeah, not only that, but most of your work will be in the afternoon. In return, you will also have to work on a few weekends, but when that happens, you'll get paid accordingly.
Interesting. Doesn't sound bad. The conditions that Saudi was presenting to me were so good that I almost gave an answer on the spot. With this, I would probably be able to earn as much as I was working a full-time office job. So?
So what?
What are the details about the job?
Are you going to do it?
I'll answer that when I hear more about it.
You don't need to be so defensive about it. All you do is pretty much manage a cute girl's schedule and take her to and from work.
Wait, what company are you working at right now?
What? It's a modeling agency.
A modeling agency?
There's this one girl that we're having a little bit of a problem with, and I want you to be her fill-in manager right now, until we can find the next person.
But why are you hiring outside? You should just make somebody in, do it internally.
Were you listening to what I just said? We're having a little bit of a problem with her.
So that's why the conditions are so good.
Good guess.
No thanks.
But why?
Because no matter how you think about it, it seems like a pain.
Please, I am begging you. We've already had 3 people quit in the last 6 months. It's causing us a lot of trouble.
Huh? Why are you letting somebody like that do as they please?
Because she's so popular, unfortunately, sadly. That's just how the world works, isn't it? If you have some power, then you can pretty much ask for whatever you want. Please, I am begging you. All you have to do is manage her schedule and take her to and from jobs. Sounds easy, right?
No thanks.
Don't say that, please. I'm also asking you in particular because I know your personality.
And what kind of personality is that?
You're crazy serious and responsible, shockingly so. That's why I know you would never even think about laying hands on the model, and I know that you'll always follow through and finish something that you started. If that's not enough reward, then I wouldn't mind going for it with you at least once.
Going for what with me?
At night.
No thanks.
Huh? What more could you want? Do you not see these proportions of mine?
That's not what I meant, but...
It's fine. As a prepayment, why don't I let you feel my chest? There.
Stop that. Ugh, fine. All right, I said. Stop doing that.
What? Does that mean you're going to do it? Thank you.
Damn it, you trapped me. Knowing her, this is all part of her plan to get it to this point from the start.
Well then, you're going to start next week. I'll give you more details later, but the name of the model is Ayumi Kashima, and she's currently a high school student, so you'd better not lay any hands on her. You will get arrested. And, well, she doesn't have that cute of a personality, so I'm sure you'll be fine anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Ayato.
What is it?
You can still touch them just once if you want.
No thanks.
You really are so cute.
And that was how I somehow ended up playing the role of a model's manager as my job. I waited for Kashima to come out of school. That was also part of my job. It is my job, but perhaps I look suspicious. I still couldn't get used to being stared at so much. I did my best to tolerate and waited some time, and then Kashima walked out of the school with some of her friends. I raised my hand as if to say yo, and instantly the happy expression she had on her face darkened into a storm. Seriously, she was so easy to read. You have work.
You don't have to tell me, I know. Well then, I'll see you guys later. Hey, why can't you be a little bit more mindful?
What were you not satisfied about?
Why did you have to wait for me like that?
If I don't watch over you, you'd try to run away, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't run away.
You liar. I heard that you ran away from your last manager. And then he got yelled at by the client, and that's why your last manager quit. That's what I heard.
Well, that was, you see, because at that time, it wasn't what we talked about. It's because he gave me work on a day that I told him not to give me work no matter what.
What? Was there something more important you had to do? More important than work?
I can't really compare it, but it was Rena's birthday.
Who's that?
My friend.
Interesting.
Rena told me not to worry about it, and she has a lot of friends other than me, so I'm sure she really didn't care that much, but I wanted to celebrate with her because she's my friend, and yet...
I feel bad for you.
I don't need your sympathy.
But if you change the perspective, there are some parts that don't add up.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Unlike your friends, you are already working, so there are a lot of people and money involved. There are a lot of adults who are being thrown around because of your selfishness. You need to take responsibility for that.
Well then, what? Are you telling me that I'm not even allowed to celebrate my friend's birthday?
Depending on the time and place, yeah.
Ugh, you are the worst.
But you chose this, didn't you?
Ayato, you really only say things that aren't that interesting, don't you? I bet you're not popular.
Guess not. More importantly, aren't you hungry?
Why would you ask me that?
Because you're cranky. And when they're hungry, people get in a bad mood. That's how humans work.
A little bit.
Right there. There's a cake that I just happened to buy earlier, so you can eat it.
In this bag?
Yeah, I hope you like it.
What? Isn't this?
How is it?
Why is this here?
That was the particular cake that she wanted to eat the other day. On that day, we went around to almost 10 different convenience stores. But they were also out and we couldn't get one. I just happened to stop by and they were selling it. They looked good, so I bought one.
You're really bad at lying. Obviously, there's no way there's a coincidence like that. This is completely sold out at all of the convenience stores in this area.
Oh my. How can that be?
It's so irritating how you play dumb like that.
Yeah. Well then, you're not gonna eat it?
I will eat it, but
Let me know your thoughts.
why?
If it tastes good, then maybe I'll buy it again and eat it myself.
What, are you using me as a taste tester for poison?
Guess so.
Are you sure you're okay with that? You know, I am technically a product for you people.
That's why this is a secret. Otherwise, Saori will yell at me.
Sayori? As in Miss Sayori Oda?
That's right. We're classmates from back in high school. She's the one that invited me, and that's why I have this job.
I like Miss Sayori.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's easy to talk to.
Yeah, that might be true.
Also, she's got amazing proportions, too.
That's hard to answer.
Did you already get to touch them?
Hey,
Mr. Ayato, even your ears are red. You're an adult, but I guess you're still innocent.
don't tease an adult.
Hey, Mr. Ayato.
What else do you want?
Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. But because you ate that, you better stretch more than usual tonight.
Wow, you are the worst. You tricked me. Adults are so dirty.
She was complaining under her breath, but on that day, Kashima was rarely in a good mood. From there, it made my job suddenly a lot easier. That's because even though Kashima didn't change, and was still a sharp-mouthed brat, she became a lot more sincere. Even still, she really was a true pro. As soon as she was in front of the camera, her face would completely change. I was staring blankly and admiring Kashima's work when I made eye contact with her. And then, she flashed a perfect wink. Just for one moment, she made the face of her typical bratty high school girl. But it really was just for a second. She immediately went back to her professional face. She truly is something else.
Sup? How was I at work today?
I think you did all right.
What is that? You can't say something more thoughtful?
When the camera isn't on you, you're just a regular bratty high school girl.
I'm not regular. I am a super cute, bratty high school girl.
You don't need to re-emphasize that you're a brat. Anyway, great job today. After this, you have a shoot for a different magazine, but
Yeah, leave it to me.
you were pretty reliable on set.
Well, I am a professional, so I have the responsibility.
I see. Looks like you get it.
Right?
Well then, let me go get the car.
I'll come with you.
But why?
Why not? Why can't I?
It's not that you can't, but actually, it would help me.
Right?
It might snow tomorrow.
Hey, what is that supposed to mean? Don't laugh, you need to answer.
I wasn't expecting this job to become this fun.
Ayato, really, thank you. You were a huge help.
No, I also enjoyed it. And I was able to earn some money, so it helped me too. Did you find somebody to take my place?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well then, just as we planned in the beginning, looks like my job is almost over. It was over before I knew it. Really in a flash.
I guess you're gonna start looking for a new job again. Good luck.
Don't make fun of me.
You better not come back here again.
What is this, a jail?
I'm just kidding.
Just as this job is starting to get really fun, my contract was about to be over.
Mr. Ayato, that promise not to schedule any work for me on the 3-day holiday next month, did you keep that promise?
Yeah, of course. I swear I'll protect it at all costs. But in return, you're going to be really busy for a while.
Got it.
It was a school festival, right?
Yeah, I couldn't help with any of the preparations, so to make up for that, I want to work a lot on the day of.
Sounds good. Go and enjoy it.
Yeah. So, also,
What is it?
if I'm off of work, then it means that you're off of work too. So, if you're interested, you can come watch. If anything, I will give you a lot of extra service.
Oh, that's right.
Well, that was lame. Are you not that interested? In that case, forget it.
Don't get upset.
I'm not upset.
That's not what it's about. At that time, I won't be your manager anymore.
What?
I was just a temporary fill-in, remember? It looks like they found someone to formally take over.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that so?
that's why my job here is done at the end of this month.
Interesting.
I'm not going to let up until the end, all right?
Obviously not. That's your job as an adult, so you should take responsibility for whatever you said.
Yeah. After that, it was even more of a flash. There weren't any particular problems. My short-term job came to an end. Great job today.
Yeah.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Wasn't today your last day of work?
Looks like it. Starting tomorrow, someone else will come to pick you up. Aren't you glad? Instead of an amateur like me, apparently, he's a really famous manager with a lot of experience.
What are you going to do, Mr. Ayato?
I'm going to find a new job.
Hey, in that case...
Thank you.
What?
I had a lot of fun. I started this job out of momentum, but I actually enjoyed it. In the beginning, I just thought you were a bratty little girl, but when I saw you working, I was so impressed. I think I became a bit of a fan. I even bought some of your magazines.
What is that? Gross.
I know. Today's the last day. That's why I told you.
Last day.
I'm rooting for you.
What?
I'll always be rooting for you. So, good luck and keep working hard.
Okay.
That's a promise.
Yeah.
Well, then fine. So, my life as a manager that felt long at times but then flew by came to an end. A few days passed since then, and I was about to walk into an interview and I was nervous. I really hope it's a decent company this time. It was at that moment. My cell phone vibrated. Oh, that scared me. I need to turn it off before I go in. Wait, Saudi?
Oh, I'm so glad you answered.
Don't be glad. You know that I'm about to walk into an interview today.
Well, the fact that you answered must mean that you're not in the interview yet.
I'm about to be.
See, so I'm safe.
What are you saying?
Ayato, you need to cancel that interview.
Excuse me?
And then come straight to my company.
I don't understand what you're saying.
It's Ayumi's manager. They've dropped off again.
But why?
Apparently their personalities clashed. So there was nothing more that we could do, so I asked her directly what kind of person she would be able to work with. And then she said that she wants somebody with a bad mouth, but that's sometimes nice, that always keeps their promises, that's serious, and that takes responsibility for their words.
No way.
Looks like our princess seems to like you quite a bit. How did you get her like this, huh? So when I discussed it with my CEO, he said that we should just hire you full-time. We will give you double the salary of any company you're trying to join right now, so come to us.
After that, I just confirmed a number of things before I hung up the phone. And as soon as I hung up, I ran. I was in a brand new suit that I bought for the interview, but who cares? Even though it was just a few short months, I was completely familiar with the school. And then, one young girl appeared through the doors. Yo!
Sup? Mr. Ayato, you're drenched in sweat. What happened?
I came to see you.
To see me?
Yeah.
But why?
I got a call from Saudi. I heard that your new manager already quit. Again.
Yeah, looks like it. Even though he's supposed to be an adult, he had no backbone.
Why is that? You should be able to get along better with people by now.
I didn't like that person, so there was no need for me to get along with him.
I want to hear the reason for that.
Because he broke his promises to me. It was a small promise that he would come to pick me up at 4 o'clock, but he broke it. And when people do things like that to me, I can't trust them anymore. And I only want to work with the people that I can trust myself. You know that, right? Because I'm a brat.
But you would work with me?
Well, if it's you, I guess you would barely pass.
You're really not cute.
Well then, do you want me to beg you in a cute way?
Huh?
I want you to be by my side forever, so come back and be my manager?
Don't you mean please come back?
What is it? Are you not going to listen to my request?
Seriously, such a brat. Fine, but under one condition.
What?
Your school festival. I'll go and visit, so you better give me extra services.
Sure, as much as you want.
Looks like the contract is sealed. Well then, we're going to get running over to your agency.
Why?
As you can see, today I ran here. The car is back at the agency, and we don't have much time before your next job.
You're seriously the worst. Now I have to shower at the agency? Also, on the way home, buy me a cake for all the calories from running.
Harshima said that she puffed up her cheeks, but she looks like she was having just as much fun as I was.